Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to get Home Assistant and Ollama talking to each other. It will be pretty simple. It's just a native integration to get Home Assistant talking to Ollama. That'll let us have both just a basic chatbot and then also a conversation agent where we can actually control Home Assistant through the LLM in natural language. We're going to be talking directly to one of your Ollama instances. If you've watched my previous video, which I hope you have, you should have a cluster of Ollama instances running under OpenWebUI. There are some integrations for connecting Home Assistant to OpenWebUI. However, they seem to be broken, and I suspect that there's a more recent API update that makes them not work. So take a look down in the description. There's a couple integrations that I'm following closely on GitHub. There's already active issues opened in there tracking this problem. So once that gets resolved, we can rewire this to hook it into OpenWebUI so that it can talk to all of your instances. However, in this case, we'll just talk to one of them, and that's fine. So to get started, we're just going to wire in the Ollama integration. This is a native integration. Just head over to your settings, integration, search for Ollama, and click on that guy. It's just going to ask you for the URL for one of your instances. So just point this directly at one of your nodes, maybe one of your more powerful nodes, and it'll wire right in. And just as before, this will be HTTP, the IP address or DNS name of your Ollama instance, and then :11434, which is Ollama's default port. Hit submit, it should create it. Great. Now what we need to do is add a conversation agent to it. In the Ollama integration, let's go ahead and hit add conversation agent. And the main thing you're going to need to do here is just select the model that you want to use. First one here is just going to be a general chatbot so that inline in Home Assistant, you can just talk to your LLM. Cool. I'm going to go with this Gemma 3. I think it's a good conversation bot there. I'm going to name it Ollama and then the model name, just so I know what it is under the hood. And then we're going to leave all the other settings default. We're not going to enable assist for this one. Go ahead and hit submit. Great. We've got our chatbot. We can go in here. And as I just noted, since we did not enable assist, it gives you this warning at the top. Hey, it can't control your home. Perfect. That's what we want. So just like in Ollama natively or over in OpenWebUI, you can just have conversations with this model directly. Okay, so moving on, let's go back to our Ollama integration and let's get one that can actually talk to and control Home Assistant. So we'll add another conversation agent. We're going to come in here and check this assist box, and then we're going to choose a model. Now, model selection is important here. The only models that will work with this are the ones that have tools enabled. And if you're newer to running LLMs yourself, that might be a foreign term to you. Let's turn our attention to that briefly. If we jump over to the Ollama website and check our models, you'll see that one of the filters here at the top is tools. Go ahead and hit tools. This will show you all the models that are capable of running as a tool. Now, in our case, we're looking for something that specifically will do well with Home Assistant and has been trained on, kind of the structure of Home Assistant's API and things like that. I'll throw a link down to this below, but if you just search for Home Assistant, this is the one that comes up. So we're going to need to get this model loaded into Ollama. We've covered that in other videos. Go ahead and get this model loaded up. So when we're back in Home Assistant, we can select it. Back over here to our assist agent, I do have that model already loaded. So I'm going to go ahead and select it, and we have the assist checkbox checked, and then we're going to hit submit. Great. So now we have a second agent. So we've got our LLM connected, and now in following along with keeping everything local, we want to also enable our assist platform in Home Assistant for speech to text and text to speech to run completely locally. And in order to accomplish that, we're going to need to load up two add-ons into your Home Assistant. So head over to your add-ons. I'm going to leave you to install these on your own. I won't go through every detail of it. The two that you're going to need to install is Piper and speech to phrase. So that's going to offload text to speech and speech to text to run entirely locally. It's not going to let it go out to the cloud. You get those add-ons loaded up and running and restart Home Assistant, go into your integrations, and you'll either have a banner at the top that it detected two Wyoming protocol integrations, or if not, you can just go search for Wyoming protocol. And when you click on that, it'll pop up and show them. Under Wyoming protocol, you'll be left with Piper and speech to phrase. We've got all the pieces in place. Now let's get those all wired in and expose some entities to it. Back in settings, go to voice assistants. We're going to add a new assistant. Under conversation agent, this is the important part. We want to change our conversation agent to the one that we enabled assist on earlier. So I named this Ollama. Assist LLM, just so that it matches the name of the model again, keep things straight. And then the speech to text and text to speech components. Speech to phrase is already selected, so this is the one that we just installed. And then Piper. You want to set this. So you want to make sure that these aren't set to any of the cloud services if you want to keep everything completely local. And then you can choose a voice that you like here for the text to speech component. Okay, now we've got our assist engine wired into our LLM running local speech to text and text to speech. Now we need to expose some entities to it. On the top row here, go ahead and click expose, and you'll see I have a number of entities already exposed. By default, Home Assistant is not going to just open everything up to the assist engine. You have to tell it what you want access to. Now you can just select all and give it access to everything. I think you'll find that's actually more trouble than it's worth, because it's going to be seeing entities that are really not controllable. Like a lot of devices will have like an indicator for whether or not the LED indicator is on or off, or the RSSI signal strength for a smart switch. So it's better to select the individual entities that you want to give it access to, specific lights, fans, things like that. Perfect. So now we've got a chatbot just for general chat, and we have an assist bot where we can actually control Home Assistant either by text or by speech. And it'll give you voice feedback if you want it. And if we just open this up straight from the integration, you can see we no longer have that banner at the top telling us that it can't control Home Assistant. And if I ask it a question, so I just asked it if my studio lights are on, the background lights down in here on smart switches, that's my studio lights. They are on. That is correct. Awesome. Next up, we're going to do the reverse. We're going to get Open Web UI integrated into Home Assistant so that Open Web UI can talk to and control entities in Home Assistant. So this is going to get a little bit more involved. We're shooting this video right now. I can't wait to share this with you. Super excited to share that one with you. Hey, let's continue the conversation here down in the comments. I'd like to know how you're using your LLMs and integrations between Ollama, Home Assistant to do interesting things in your environment. If you found this helpful, give me a thumbs up, hit that notification bell so you see the next one coming in, and consider subscribing. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you in the next one.